sweet, gentle breeze, you remind me of days in my childhood.
What if one of the world's most polished young voices wasn't trained at a major label, but came from a quiet town in England? WIGAN, UK. In the often noisy world of social media stars and viral fame, some artists take a different route. Lucy Thomas, a now 19-year-old classical pop singer, didn't need gimmicks or scandals to make headlines. Instead, her voice, refined, powerful, and undeniably emotive, has captured global attention without the typical media storm. She first rose to recognition as a semi-finalist on The Voice Kids UK in 2018, but that was only the beginning. Today, we're breaking down 5 facts about Lucy Thomas that you probably didn't know, facts that show she's far more than just a teenage talent show contestant. From a disciplined background in classical vocals to building a massive YouTube following with nearly no controversy, Lucy represents a different kind of fame. Quiet, controlled, and rising. Stay tuned as we dive into the 5 key reasons Lucy Thomas is the name more people should be watching in the music world, and why she's not playing by the usual industry rules. At just 14, Lucy Thomas stunned both judges and audiences on The Voice Kids UK. Hailing from the small town of Wigan in Lancashire, she entered the competition not as a seasoned performer, but as a passionate schoolgirl with vocal control well beyond her years. Selected for Danny Jones' team, she quickly became a standout for her flawless pitch and emotionally charged delivery, making it all the way to the semi-finals, an impressive feat in one of the UK's toughest youth competitions. But what's lesser known is how Lucy handled the spotlight. Unlike many contestants who fade out after their season ends, Lucy used the momentum from The Voice to carve out a lane of her own. While the show introduced her to a national audience, it was her discipline and determination off-camera that transformed her from a finalist into a professional recording artist. The moment the cameras stopped rolling, her journey was only just beginning. For many, The Voice is a peak. For Lucy, it was just a starting point. 5 albums before turning 20. Is this the hardest-working young voice in music today? Lucy Thomas wasted no time after The Voice. In 2019, just a year after her TV debut, she was signed by Cavendish Records, a boutique label known for nurturing classically inspired talent. Her debut album, Premiere, released that same year, was more than a collection of covers. It was a declaration. Lucy wasn't here to chase trends, she was here to build something lasting. What's even more surprising is the pace that followed. In just 4 years, she dropped Encore 2020, Timeless 2021, Destiny 2022, and Beyond 2023. Each release not only showcased her vocal growth but her ability to reinterpret classics in a way that felt both respectful and completely fresh. This consistency is rare, even among mainstream artists with major label backing. And yet, Lucy remains independent-minded, producing professional-level music videos, working with orchestras, and engaging with fans online, all while keeping her public image polished and drama-free. There's no flashy marketing, no clickbait scandals, just the work. And in an age where attention is the real currency, Lucy's steady hand might just be her biggest asset. She sounds like a pop singer, but she's hiding an operatic edge that most listeners never detect. While her audience may associate her with songs like Hallelujah or Somewhere, Lucy's technique reveals deep classical training. Her vocal control, breath technique, and phrasing are rooted in years of disciplined practice, a method that separates her from other YouTube cover artists. In fact, her genre isn't purely pop. It's what the industry calls classical crossover, a blend of opera, musical theater, and mainstream ballads. This hybrid style demands more than just a pretty voice. It requires precise technique and the ability to navigate vocal registers seamlessly. Lucy executes this flawlessly, so flawlessly that many casual listeners don't even notice the complexity behind her delivery. It's part of what makes her music soothing and powerful at the same time. And perhaps that's the magic. She disguises technical brilliance in what feels like natural emotion. For fans, it's beautiful. For vocalists, it's astonishing. And for industry insiders, it's the kind of hidden talent that often leads to a breakout moment beyond YouTube. You've heard Hallelujah before, but not like this. In 2021, Lucy Thomas uploaded her rendition of Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah, and the internet quietly exploded. No viral dance, no gimmicky TikTok edit, just her voice. The video gained millions of views within months and remains one of the most watched covers of the song online, competing with versions from global superstars. But this wasn't an isolated hit. Lucy has carefully built her YouTube presence over years, releasing polished performances with cinematic visuals and studio-level audio. While others chase the next viral clip, Lucy focuses on consistency, and it's working. Her channel now has hundreds of thousands of subscribers, a fiercely loyal fanbase, and comment sections filled with praise from across the globe. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, it's just real. And that authenticity is what keeps her audience growing, even without traditional media backing. In a world obsessed with being loud, Lucy Thomas is proof that quiet excellence still has a place, and maybe that's exactly what people are craving. While other stars share everything, Lucy has mastered the art of staying private, and fans love her more for it. Despite her growing popularity, Lucy Thomas keeps her personal life almost entirely offline. No dramatic relationships, no cryptic posts, no media controversies. In fact, her fans know very little about her daily life, and that's by design. She's chosen to let the music speak louder than the gossip. What we do know is this: family plays a quiet but powerful role in her career. Her younger sister, Martha, occasionally joins her for duets, and the chemistry is undeniable. Videos featuring the two often rack up additional views, showcasing not just vocal harmony but emotional connection. It's subtle, but it resonates deeply. In a time when many young artists feel pressured to document every moment, Lucy's decision to maintain privacy feels revolutionary. It adds a layer of mystique and builds trust. Her fans admire her focus, and the absence of drama only reinforces the idea that she's in this for the long haul. This restraint, especially in today's influencer culture, might be the smartest long-term branding decision any rising artist could make. She's already released 5 albums, but insiders believe Lucy Thomas is preparing for something even bigger. As Lucy Thomas enters her 20s, the music industry is beginning to ask a crucial question. What's next for this quiet powerhouse? With a polished discography, a loyal online following, and growing international visibility, sources suggest she's now aiming at something far beyond YouTube covers and studio albums. Speculation has swirled in recent months about her interest in musical theater, particularly roles in West End productions. While no official announcements have been made, Lucy's style, a mix of theatrical flair and classical control, makes her a natural fit for stage productions. Her renditions of songs like The Prayer and Memory have already positioned her as a vocalist who could carry a full musical with ease. Insiders close to her label believe that theater directors and producers are watching closely, waiting for the right role. Beyond that, there's also interest in potential collaborations. As her reputation grows in both the UK and the US, Lucy could soon partner with other classical crossover artists, perhaps even cross into film scores or animation soundtracks. Given her tone, clarity, and emotional delivery, she'd be a dream voice for cinematic projects. Fans have even speculated whether she might follow in the footsteps of stars like Jackie Evancho, starting on YouTube and ending up with Grammy nominations. But even as these paths open, Lucy remains focused. No hint of rushing, no sudden style pivots. Her slow and steady approach signals something rare, a young artist who isn't chasing moments, she's building a career. And if her past 5 years are any indication, the next chapter might just be her biggest yet. She may sing like an angel, but her story is far more complex, quiet, and calculated than most realize. As we wrap this report, one thing becomes crystal clear. Lucy Thomas is not your typical pop prodigy. She's not riding the roller coaster of fame. She's building a staircase, one quiet, carefully crafted step at a time. Let's recap. She began her journey in Wigan, a modest town far from the spotlight. By 14, she made a national TV debut and walked away with more than applause, a foundation. She's released 5 albums before the age of 20, each more confident than the last. Her genre-bending style blends classical depth with mainstream appeal, all without diluting her integrity. Her viral success wasn't accidental. It was the result of a consistent, deliberate strategy. And even as her profile rises, she protects her privacy fiercely, letting fans into her music, but not her living room. In a digital age where oversharing is the norm, Lucy Thomas is an exception. A young woman who keeps her head down, her voice up, and her artistry intact. And maybe, just maybe, that's why she's quietly becoming one of the most interesting voices of her generation. If even one of these facts surprised you, let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more stories that uncover the artists behind the headlines.